Hi, welcome to another edition of Uncouching. Today I'm going to make a vegetable soup with, I'm going to start out with one whole onion, a couple of celery stalks chopped, and 2 to 3 carrots peeled and chopped. I'm actually using baby carrots here, but I chopped them all up. I'm going to saute them in a little bit of oil, and then my husband made some smoked pulled pork in the smoker, and I keep bags in the freezer, so I have a bag of pulled pork. You can either use your own shredded or pulled pork that you've made, or you can buy it already cooked and shredded. This is a super simple soup, but it's one of the best soups I think I've ever made. I gave some to my neighbor, and they loved it. And my husband actually commented on how good it was, which is very unusual. He doesn't usually comment on my food one way or the other unless it's really bad, which happens. And then I'm just going to cut. I have 1 can of corn drained and 1 can of garbanzo beans drained, and I'm just going to put it in my slow cooker. I think last time I put it in the slow cooker all day on low, but it is almost 3 o'clock and I have to go pick my kids up 1 minute ago. So anyway, I'm going to go ahead and get this sauteed and put in the slow cooker. Okay, so I have my pan heating up with a little bit of canola oil, and I'm going to go ahead and put my chopped vegetables in here. Don't let it splatter you. And you want to saute these until your onions are translucent and your carrots are a little bit soft. So in the meantime, I'm going to put a little salt. And a little fresh ground black pepper. I got about 2 minutes. So in the meantime, I have a can of chickpeas that are rinsed and drained, and a can of corn that's rinsed and drained. And you can use whatever beans you want. I use black beans, kidney beans, cannellini beans, whatever kind of beans you want. But since that's what I had on hand, so that's what I'm using. I'm in a pretty big hurry here, so I'm gonna put these in my slow cooker here, and I'm gonna put my slow cooker on high because I want it to be ready in about 3 to 4 hours. So I'm gonna take it over. I'm gonna go ahead and put my slow cooker on high. I've sprayed it with cooking spray, and now I'm going to add all my veggies in here. Now this doesn't need a whole lot of seasoning because my pork is already really well seasoned. My husband put a dry rub on this before he put it in the smoker. And I would say maybe like 2 cups or so of meat. You could use rotisserie chicken. You could use grilled chicken breast cut up if you did something on the grill. I'm just going to pour in my can of corn. And I'm going to dump in my rinsed and drained garbanzo beans. And then I'm going to cover it with water. So you can either use chicken stock Or you can use water and bouillon cubes. I didn't have any chicken stock right now, so I'm using water with bouillon cubes. This is 8 cups, and looks like I used about 6 cups because you don't want it to go all the way to the top. So about 6 cups. So that's 1 bouillon cube per cup of water. And then I generally add 1 extra. I've got 4, and I'm gonna do 3 more. Thank you. And all right, I'm gonna give it a stir. Now my pork has thawed out. It was in the freezer. I took it out last night and put it in the refrigerator. So you can even put frozen pork or meat in here, especially if it's on low from like work like 8 to 5. You can put it in before you go to work, and it should on low, and it could set all day. It's not going to hurt it to set longer. So, all right, give it a stir. It's on high for 3 to 4 hours, and dinner's ready. Thank you for stopping by my channel, and I hope you enjoy the soup. It's super quick to put together, and it's really good, really delicious. Oh my gosh, this turned out amazing. Oh, it's so good. It's just full of vegetables. The broth is really, really flavorful. Of course, it has to do with the pork and the rub that was on the pork when it was cooked, but it is just so good. I hope you guys will give this a try. It really is so good.